The U.S. military is preparing for action. President Trump has given himself 2 more weeks to decide whether to intervene in the war between Israel and Iran.
Yeah, that's right. The administration is still holding out hope for a diplomatic resolution. Doug Luzader is live with more on this. Good morning, Doug.
Brooke and Bob, good morning. And in the meantime, the war rages on there. Israel says that they have taken out about half of Iran's missile launchers, but some of these missiles are still getting through. More Iranian missiles have slipped through Israeli defense systems. More Israeli attacks continue to degrade Iran's ability to fight back.
Good afternoon, everyone.
At the White House yesterday, Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that President Trump now wants perhaps another 2 weeks to decide whether to dispatch U.S. B-2 bombers armed with massive bunker buster bombs to take out the Iranian nuclear enrichment site known as Fordo.
The president is saying that he will make a decision whether or not to go within the next 2 weeks. It's very clear and direct.
Back in Israel, residents routinely now crowd into shelters, minimizing casualties.
They're targeting a hospital.
Still, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu decried an Iranian attack on Israel's largest hospital. As for U.S. involvement, it is now a waiting game.
President Trump will do what's best for America. I trust his judgment.
Through it all, Iran's supreme leader remains defiant, although there will be talks this weekend with European leaders. In the meantime, despite some limitations, Israel could try to take out that Fordo facility on their own.
The Israelis are not going to telegraph that. They have options to do damage to Fordo, certainly, and set it back by months, but only the President of the United States has the ability to set that program back permanently.
And it's still possible the U.S. could be involved in airstrikes to go after that facility. And this 2-week time period, it's as long as 2 weeks. So they're not ruling out the possibility that there could be a U.S.-launched airstrike today. But the president clearly wants to give some more time for some kind of a possible diplomatic resolution here. Brooke and Bob.
I was just going to say, in a lot of ways, we've seen Trump's deadlines are fluid, but it's not a bad thing here.
Well, yeah, it all depends on your point of view. I mean, there are certainly a number of Republicans in particular who think that, this is the opportunity. You've got to go after this facility now. There are other Republicans, obviously, and a lot of Democrats who say that the U.S. should not get involved in this conflict in this kind of direct way.
Yeah. Whatever decision the president makes, it will be heavily scrutinized now and for perpetuity in our history books. We'll see what happens here. Doug Luzader, live for us in Washington. We appreciate it, Doug. Thank you.